Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well. Today is a really nice weather, so I thought I'll show you how everything is growing. I'll show you around and what I'm kind of doing, what I need to do in the next few days. And since it's really warm, it's the best time to do that. So let me just turn you around and I'll show you how everything is doing. Alright, so we'll go through the small greenhouse first. So this one I'm using mostly for the anemones and ranunculus, and I've planted both of these back in November last year. So they have put a lot of growth on. They're still in the initial small pots, so I will have to repot it. Yeah, the germination from the corms was really good. Almost all of them did sprout, so I'm very pleased with it. As I said, I just need to repot it into a bigger pot, and I will still keep it in the greenhouse because it's still, although it's quite warm now, but it's supposed to be getting really colder again anytime soon. And just on another note, I'm very pleased that so far this little small greenhouse, which is just like plastic really, with these are metal tubes, but still I'm holding it down with a lot of soil, and there are like a lot of pots and stuff around, all the dahlias that I have here. It's a bit of a mess, but I will get through it to clean it. This is a small lemon tree. I also keep this in here, and it actually gives a really nice smell every time I walk in. The leaves smell so nice. So yeah, there's more anemones here. These ones didn't really sprout. I planted these. This is the full star mix. I'm hoping they will. Maybe they're just a bit slower. I'm really hoping they will take on. So yeah, that's the job to do these days. Then I just have a few. I think this is. Yeah, I thought it was scabiosa. So I have to put these on as well. This is some ornamental grass, bunnytails grass, and these have been planted back in September. So these are like the cool flowers. They do look a bit wonky, so I will have to put them on. Moving on from here, we have a lot of what they're called cool flowers. These are basically the hardy annuals that I have planted last autumn, and that's the best concept. Basically plant them, let them germinate. So I let them germinate inside of the house, and once they were germinated, I put them outside, and I just leave them in those plastic containers. They're really good. So you can open them up if you don't have big greenhouse or cold frames or anything like that. This is a very good opportunity to use these. And I'm not going to go through all of them. Again, I have more scabiosa, some lunaria. I think there is like painted sage, some straw flowers, centaura, and I think I have like snapdragons here. Wallflowers, amimages, all sorts of things. Yeah, more painted sage. Escolzia, Ivory Castle, Gypsophila. This is the Covent Garden one, and what do we have? Larkspur in here as well. And every now and then I just open these. To be perfectly honest, during the week I don't have much time to actually go out, because by the time I get back home from work it's quite late and dark. I don't really have the energy to come up here. I should really do that more. But yeah, every now and then, especially on like nice sunny, warmer days, I open it up just to get some air in, and then in the end of the day, I close it down again. But they're doing really, really well. They will need potting on, which again is a job for the next few days. And then in here I put some Alliums and peonies. The peonies don't show yet, but some of the Alliums started to sprout, and I do have quite a lot of different varieties of Allium as well, bigger, smaller. They're really, really nice in kind of like the mid-spring, summer. And the rest of it, these dead looking plants are gosh, I can't think of the name. Sorry for my senior moment, it will come back to me. Sorry about my senior moment. This is Gladiola, and it's a purple variety. I can't remember the exact name. In here I just have a few cuttings of rosemary and lavender and stuff, and then some foxgloves, little plants, and they will again be put on and replanted probably at the beginning of spring if I don't get time before. What I wanted to show you are those tulips. So these are pastel tulips, and what I did, they're not in the soil, although it might look like soil. It's mostly just the roots and soil from when I have taken them off the ground last year. As you can see, they still have those stalks on, but I am kind of experimenting with these because they started sprouting. Obviously they kind of are growing like hydroponics now, and later on I will put them on so I can count how many I have, and they have more space, but yeah, they seem to be growing really, really well as long as they have light and water, which they do, mostly rainwater. They're fine. And in here we have peonies. No sign of growth. Oh, actually there is. Can't remember which one is this. Oh, this is the coral charm. These are basically one of the first bloomers, the ones that they get the growth on as first, and I popped some of the tulips in here as well. They're not showing yet, so these are peonies, and some daffodils in there, tulips, and in here we have iris already put in quite a lot of growth. It's been quite warm. Nothing from Spanish bluebells yet. Some daffodils showing. These are all different kind of tulips, mostly the parrot and the double variety. More tulips again, more tulips again. These are Alliums, and I have the kind of lasagna in here. So there are bigger Alliums, more like the purple sensation down below, on the very bottom, and the top is a smaller version. I can't remember the name, but they're like small white and purple. These are Alliums too, and then in here there are some tulips, and you can see quite a lot of growth on already. The roses that we planted, can't even remember, was it back in November, I think. They're doing really, really well. Put in a lot of new growth on, which I'm very happy about. That they have all taken really, really well. This one kind of looks dead, and I think the stems actually are dead, but then there is a little bit of new growth in here, so it is sprouting really well. Peonies again, and then in here there are more roses. And just to show it a little bit of color, just to prove that spring is really, really coming. Summer's curry, there is a lot of growth, And these have been planted previous years, so I just keep them in the pots, and I will move them in the front once there is a few more flowers. Oh my god, they make me so happy. They're such nice flowers, very delicate, and they remind me of home, because we used to have rows of them in our garden, in the front garden. Quite a lot of daffodil growth, also with some nice flowers in already. This is the Iceberg Rose, which I will have to prune in between February and April, but it does have a lot of new growth. So what I am thinking to do is to not prune it very hard, so I get more flowers, more of a like succession. So hopefully this will grow into a nice stem, and then I'll just cut it lower, wait for it to reflower again. And this is a bit of a fail. If you remember, I was planting these directly in end of September, and it might have been a little bit too late for direct sowing, for my climate at least. There is a little bit of, germination. These are Larkspurs, or Leia, I think it was Viburnum, Ami, but it didn't go down really very well, so I might need to resow this at the beginning of spring again. The cornflower is doing quite well. This was again just a little bit of experiment. Planted this the same time as this one, so everything that is those small little plants, those are little cornflowers, and this is a mix of blue, pink and white. These puppies are doing quite well. These are oriental puppies, and I just let them to their own devices. They grow really nicely. In the spring I'll just clear out the dead and diseased foliage, and yeah, they look very healthy. This is also a south facing wall, so it keeps quite a lot of warmth in here. This is Lychnis. Again, it will just need a little bit of pruning, but I wanted to keep these for the seeds. I did collect some, spread them around. Wherever they will take, and I left them to their own devices to self-sow. The same with this lovely Achillea. So I'm hoping it will start popping out here and there. And I do have a few things when it comes to winter flowering, either foliage or blooms. This is winter jasmine. It's not, it doesn't really smell, to be honest, but it's nice color, and it's quite bright for these gloomy days. A lot of rose hips, which I've been using in Christmas decorations, in the wreaths, and whatever's left. I left them in for the birds. They don't seem to care that much, to be honest, so I might just harvest them and dry them out for my teas. And the last thing really to show you is another winter flowering shrub or tree. This is Viburnum botnandes, down, and it smells amazing. If you put these in your gardens, in the front garden, they do need sun though. In the front garden, you will, every time you enter your house and leave your house, you will be hit with this lovely scent, and they look beautiful. They're kind of bare, and you just have these clusters of white pinkish flowers, but they do look really nice in bouquets as well, and they obviously produce a lot of nice scent. And so thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. This little tour of the garden and the small farm, and the plants. Please watch any other videos from down below. I show how I grow ranunculus, anemone. I show the planting of the spring bulbs. So everything is down below in the other videos. I hope you enjoyed them, and yeah, leave me any comments. Let me know how your bulbs, and if you are growing any ranunculus or anemone, let me know how you're doing. I saw somebody already is having flowers. Mine are kind of behind, so hopefully they will grow soon and bloom soon, sorry. And yeah, let me know anything about what you're doing in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.